Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am excited to share with you guys my Saturday look. I think that's what I'm going to call this because I'm having a hard time deciding what to title this one. Basically, this is kind of the look that I can be found in on any given Saturday, especially spring, summer, and fall. Saturdays for me are very busy, usually house cleaning, errand running, and if it's spring or summer or fall, watching my kids play sports. So I do spend some time outdoors, which is one of the reasons I wear the baseball cap, but the real reason is so that I don't really have to do my hair, let's just be honest. But even though Saturdays are busy for me, I still want to look cute. I still want to look kind of put together, but I want to be able to do it quickly and look like I tried, but I didn't try too hard, if you know what I mean. But hopefully this sounds interesting to you guys. If so, stick around. Make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already, and then let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright guys, so this is kind of where we're starting. I actually have already done my hair. Typically on a Saturday, if my hair is straight, I will just kind of shape a couple of pieces, because usually when my hair is straight, it's kind of waved a little bit like this from the previous 3 days of styling, but I never wash my hair on a Saturday. My hair is always dirty on Saturday. I'll usually just add a few curls in it with my flat iron, or if it's curly, I'll just kind of wet the ends, maybe put a little bit of styling cream in it, and kind of just leave it down. As for makeup, my skin is prepped. I'm not going to be using a primer today. I don't use a primer on a Saturday, but I do use a healthy amount of sunscreen, and then I just go straight in with my foundation. And the two that I probably reach for the most on a weekend are the Milani Conceal and Perfect or the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation. So today I think I'm going to use the Milani one. It's been a while since I've used this one. And I'm just going to take about a half a pump of this because I'm only going to be applying foundation from my eyes down. I don't like to put any product on my forehead or on my temples because I am going to be wearing a baseball hat and I really hate when my baseball hats get grimy from makeup, so I try to keep that area clear of makeup, and that's just one less place that I have to worry about. So I just kind of apply it around the center of my face and kind of spread it outwards and down. I just want to even things out a little bit. Okay, and then from there, sometimes I will use concealer, sometimes I don't. It kind of just depends on one, how much time I have, and two, how much need I have for concealer. Today I'm going to use just a tiny bit of concealer. I'm just going to put a dot kind of right there on my inner corners. I'm going to put some right here on the outer part of my face. I somehow scratched my face yesterday, so I had this big scratch. I don't know how that happened. If I'm going to be spending a lot of time outside on Saturday, I will usually have sunglasses on, and I usually just wear aviator sunglasses because I can fit them underneath a baseball hat. So I don't often pay a lot of attention to detail on my eyes or really do a lot of concealing or any fancy eyeshadow looks. Keep things pretty basic. Since I'm going to be leaving them on, I just don't see the point of spending the time to really do anything fancy. So I usually will not powder on a Saturday because, again, it's just one more step that I can cut out. I can be a little bit faster. But I'm just going to go straight in with my bronzer. I'm using the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is the light version. I'm just going to really build that up on this e.l.f. complexion brush. We're just going to kind of go in kind of heavy-handed with this because when I'm wearing a baseball cap and sunglasses, you're not going to see a lot of makeup on me, but I really like my cheeks to look nice and bronze. So I'm really not shy with my bronzer. Plus, if I'm out in the sun, especially if it's springtime and I don't have any sort of tan yet, I'm kind of trying to fake that I have a tan. This is a great way to do that. And then I'll take a little bit just kind of down my neck and under my jawline. All right, and from there, because I'm not doing much on my eyes, I will usually just throw a little bit of bronzer into my crease. I'm going to take this Morphe M505 brush and we're just going to kind of generously dust that in my crease area, and then I kind of pull right along that edge right there just to give me a little bit of color under my lower lash line without really taking the time to pinpoint anything or be too precise. Alright, so for highlighter, I think I'm going to take a little bit of this right here. This is Precious Petals from Wet n Wild. One of my favorite drugstore highlighters that I have not used for a while. I actually just repurchased this one because I hit pan on my first one, which I don't think I've ever hit pan on a highlighter in my life, but I love this one. And in the summertime, if I'm like going to the pool or something and I'm wanting to look super cute, I don't do this all the time, but sometimes I'll just brush it, take a big fluffy brush and brush it on my collarbone and my shoulders just to make me look extra glowy and tan. This is actually a pretty intense highlighter though, so if you're really wanting your makeup to look like you really don't have a lot of makeup on, I might either go with something more subtle like the Essence Pure Nude highlighter or just skip highlighter altogether. But I'm okay with a little bit of glitter on my cheeks, even if I'm out in the sun. So do whatever you like to do. There are no rules. especially on a Saturday. There are no rules. And then I will usually just take that same highlighter that I'm using and I will just pop that all over my lid, just to give my lids kind of a bit of a light reflect, bit of shine. You can see that all just kind of like ties together. By using the same products in different areas, everything just, it looks a little bit more natural, like you just naturally have that type of skin or look glowy or bronzed. Charlie has a bag of blocks, you know, the big plastic blocks, so we have a bag of those, and they were over on the carpeted area of we're in our unfinished basement. So she actually took those blocks, carried them over onto the cement slab, and is now playing with them on the cement slab. You gotta love kids. Charlie, are you playing with blocks? I love seeing my kids play with toys though. It makes me feel like when they're choosing toys over a screen, I feel like I've accomplished something, like I've succeeded at one thing. Blocks are happening today. So unprofessional of me, I know. But this is my life. This is my real life. I hope that you guys are okay with that. Right, so now I'm going to add just a little bit to my brows. This is just the e.l.f. brow pencil in the color taupe that I use 90% of the time. Honestly, I have quite a few other brow pencils I've accumulated that I really need to start using. This one is so fast for me. It's hard for me to reach for something else that I know is going to take me twice as long. Even if it's going to give me a better looking brow, for the most part, I am all about time over looks. Now I'm going to add just a tiny bit of brown liner to my upper waterline. Again, this is sometimes a step that I skip. So I want to show you guys the difference that tight lining your upper waterline can do. I hope that you guys can kind of see the definition that this eye has versus this eye, which is why I love to tight line my eyes, because it gives my eyes definition without taking up lid space, which I do not have a lot of lid real estate on my eyes. I have pretty small eyelids. So even though this doesn't last all day long, it's not meant to be a long wearing pencil, it fades in a very easy way. So if my eyes are watering or if I'm wiping them at all, it's not so rich and pigmented that that's going to like transfer up onto my eyelids or smudge onto my face or get all over my lower lash line. It just kind of fades away by the end of the day if my eyes are watering a lot or if I'm wiping them a lot, or if I'm outside. It just wears off very gracefully. So that's another reason that I love this very cheap eyeliner pencil. So at this point, I usually will go in with some waterproof mascara. I cannot find my waterproof mascara, but lately I've been using for my waterproof mascara the L'Oreal Feline mascara. It looks kind of like this, but it's a green tube and it's waterproof. It's pretty good. It's not my favorite waterproof mascara. The one that I liked the very most for a long time was the CoverGirl 24-hour mascara, which they no longer make. The waterproof version of this does last really well. It doesn't smudge at all, which I am a stickler about. A waterproof mascara for me, especially on a Saturday when I'm outside, I'm in the sun and the wind, I'm watching baseball, my eyes are going to be watering like crazy. I need my waterproof mascara to be completely waterproof. This one does a really good job for that. It doesn't make my lashes super thick or super long. It does okay, but it's definitely not, I don't like it as much as I like the CoverGirl one. I do need to try a few more out. I just don't go through waterproof mascaras very often or wear them regularly enough to try a lot of different ones out. So very long-winded way of saying pick your favorite waterproof mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and put a couple coats of the Lash Paradise on and I will be right back. As far as my lips, I usually will just take a lip gloss with me. I usually like something that's somewhat tinted, that's not going to give me a lot of color, but give me a little bit of color, and probably the ones I take with me the very most are my NYX Butter glosses. I feel like I keep talking about these glosses. I know these have been around forever, but truly these are probably some of my most trusty kind of holy grail lip glosses. This one is in the color Creme Brulee. But actually, I think I'm going to take a little bit of this one on top because that's looking a little bit concealer lips to me. This is Peaches and Cream, which is, I guess it's a peachy pink. It's super bright. I would not consider this. It's much more of a bright pink than peach. Kind of a weird name, but it's a really pretty one. It gives a little bright pop of color, especially for like summertime and springtime. I really like the color that this one gives to the lips. Right guys, and that is pretty much it for the makeup. Throw a hat on. This one's from Walmart, $3.97. Pretty cute, right? At $3.97, when you can't decide which color to get, you get like 3 colors. So I got this one and a red one. Then throw on some silver or gold hoops. And that is the finished look from the shoulders up. So I wanted to mention to you guys a couple of things as far as styling goes. Now, I do not consider myself super trendy or stylish. My style is very casual and laid back and simple, but I am a huge fan and have always been a huge fan of a good white t-shirt. So Saturdays are the perfect day to kind of rock that look. I think a good white t-shirt never looks bad. It goes with everything. You can dress it up. You can easily dress it down and be very casual with it. But the secret to making a white t-shirt look really good is having a good, clean, newer white t-shirt. So I'm going to share with you guys the white t-shirts that I really love. So these are the men's v-neck t-shirts from Hanes. I picked these up at my Walmart. This is a 10 pack. I usually get the 6 pack, but they were out of the small size, which is the size I wear, and they only had the 10 pack. So we went for 10. These will last me a couple of years. What I like to do is kind of just to start with one and kind of rotate that through. So I'll pick one. I'll usually get about 3 or 4 washes out of it, depending on how careful I am about washing it. If I wash it quickly after I wear it, if I treat it in OxiClean before, I definitely can get a lot more white time out of my t-shirts before they start to get dingy. Once they start to go dingy, I usually rotate those over to becoming my wear to bed t-shirts, my mowing the lawn t-shirts, my painting t-shirt, and eventually they turn into shop rags. But I will just pick a new fresh one out of my drawer. I just keep these in a top drawer in my dresser and just kind of rotate them in to kind of keep them white. So this 10 pack was $21 from Walmart. That's only about $2 a shirt, which is a fantastic deal. Because white t-shirts are so difficult to keep them bright and white, and because they don't, for that reason, last for very long, I do not like to spend more than $5 on a white t-shirt. So these are perfect for me. You can see they're nice and kind of loose fitting. They're comfortable. They are very casual looking, but because they're white and crisp and new, they still look really cute with any outfit. I like to pair these with a great pair of jeans, just one of my favorite pairs of jeans, and then either a pair of white Nikes, a pair of Birkenstocks if it is actually summertime, or my Adidas. Those are probably my preferred choice right now, are my Adidas. But really any cute sneaker that you have will go with something like this. That is another great thing about the white t-shirt and jeans look, is it goes with absolutely anything. You really can not go wrong. That is it, you guys, for my Saturday look, but it's super fast. It's very simple, easy to do, and just looks nice and put together, which is perfect for a weekend look. Hope that you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you guys so much for stopping by today, and I will see you guys in my next video. Oh yeah, subscribe too. And then I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. And that is the finished look, like head look, makeup, face, head and hair and face and hat look. So that is it for my Saturday style tips. You like to watch your brothers? Who are your brothers?
Brothers.
Brothers. Is there Jace? Yeah, do you like Jace?
I like Jace.
You like Jace. What about Wesley? Do you like Wesley? Yeah. Do you like Ethan? You love your brothers? Is it soft? Is it soft and cozy? Oh. That face. Oh.